Pokémon, Team Rocket to the rescue. Adapted by Maria S. Barbo. Best friends forever. Bonnie sang to our Pokémon. We're so happy together. Wow, Bonnie, what a nice song, Ash said. Pika, Pika. Pikachu agreed. I call it the Squishy Song, Bonnie told her friends. Bonnie had found Squishy, the core Zygarde, on the way to Snowbell City. She was on her journey with her brother Clement and their friends Ash, Pikachu, and Serena. Bonnie kissed her new Pokémon on the head. They were already best friends. I promise I'll never leave Squishy, she sang. My sweet Squishy, that's you. Back by the river, Squishy was trying to nap, but something was wrong. Hey, Squishy, Bonnie said. Pancham and Chespin want to play. Squishy was not in the mood to play. It sensed that its friend Z2 was in trouble, but Squishy was too tired to move. I think you're sad, Bonnie said. She tried to sing her Pokémon to sleep. She knew Squishy got its energy from the sun. I'll care for you and always be with you, she sang. Squishy closed its eyes, and the little Pokémon felt safe. It hoped that Z2 would be safe too. But Z2 was not safe. Team Flare's Weevil was chasing it through a cavern. Druddigon blocked its path. Z2 was trapped. Excellent work, said Oleana, a member of Team Flare. Team Flare was even more dangerous than Team Rocket. They wanted to catch Z2 for their boss too, and they had a plan. Z2, you're coming with us, said Mabel, another Team Flare member, but Z2 would not go without a fight. Z2 jumped high over Druddigon's head. Weevil, let's go, Mabel shouted. Weevil pounced on Z2, and Z2 blasted it with a green force field. Before Weevil could attack, Z2 sent out a call for help. Other Zygarde core cells came all over the canyon. They joined together to form a powerful Zygarde. Zygarde let out a roar and charged at Druddigon's belly. Druddigon slammed against a cliff. Do it, shouted Mabel. Team Flare aimed their blasters at Zygarde, but Zygarde was too fast. It ducked and weaved between the blasts. Use Dragon Pulse, Oleana yelled. Druddigon built a powerful ball of energy and aimed it at Zygarde. Rocks shattered around the legendary Pokémon. Use Metal Claw, Mabel shouted. Weevil swiped its sharp claws at Zygarde. Zygarde twisted its body and swatted Weevil away. With a mighty roar, Zygarde let loose a giant ball of energy. The explosion sent Team Flare flying. Zygarde ran for safety. As it ran, the Zygarde core cells scattered. Zygarde turned back into Z2. Z2 bounced right into the clutches of Team Rocket. Squishy, Jessie asked. No, its markings are different, James said. Perhaps there's more than one Squishy. What luck, Jessie cried. We've struck Squishy Gold. You're ours now. Meowth purred. But Team Flare stood in front of Team Rocket with their blasters aimed at Z2. It's the Glasses gang, Team Rocket shouted. Jessie threw herself on top of Z2 to protect it. James and Meowth piled on top. They would not let Team Flare steal their boss's new Pokémon. NK, destroy the ray! That ray, James called. Psybeam, touche. NK's Psybeam knocked the blaster out of Mabel's hands. All right, Gorgeous, Jessie called. Use Seed Bomb. Team Flare fell to the ground in a storm of seeds. Team Rocket fled with Z2. Ugh, I can't run anymore, Jessie said. They ducked behind a large rock. Let's take a cab next time, said Meowth. Z2 whimpered in James's arm. Jessie remembered spying on Squishy and Bonnie. That twerp! Squishy gets its energy from the sun, she said. Time for some tanning, James said. He scampered up a tall rock and placed Z2 on top. Z2 soaked up the sun rays. Success, James said. You're green with health. You're not getting away this time, Aliana called. Team Flare was back. Playing tag is pointless and boring. Not on your life, James called. He cradled Z2 close to his chest. Dragon Pulse, go, Aliana called. Aliana's Strategon blasted Team Rocket, but James Wobuffet used Miracoat to send Pulse right back at Strategon. The giant dragon-type Pokémon fell with a grunt. Wobuffet rules, Team Rocket shouted. But the battle was not over yet. Use Icy Wind, Mabel called to her Weevil. Weevil flew high up into the air and blew its frozen breath right at Team Rocket. The cold gust sent them blasting off again. Now let's wrap it up, Aliana said. Team Flare's Pokemon circled Z2. And Z2... But Z2 still had some moves of its own. It sent out a call for help. Zygarde core cells came from all over the cliffs and beyond. Z2 grew into a more powerful form of Zygarde. That's power, Aliana said. It's the real deal. Zygarde roar. It unleashed a dragon pulse so strong it blasted a crater into the ground. Team Flare hid behind a rock. Zygarde reared up, let loose another giant pulse. Oh no, Aliana said. Not again! Charizard swished in and scorched Zygarde with a flamethrower. A stranger stepped up beside Mabel and Aliana. The boss sent me to buy you some time, he told Team Flare. Be ready. Now, Charizard, he called, use Dragon Claw. Zygarde was too strong for Charizard. With one swat, it blasted the fire-flying type Pokemon. The stranger spoke into its wristband. Respond to my heart, Keystone, he said. Beyond evolution, Mega Evolve. Team Flare watched as Charizard became Mega Charizard X. Dragon Claw, the stranger called. Mega Charizard X scooped into the air and attacked Zygarde with a fiery rage. Dodge, hit, slam! Mega Charizard and X and Zygarde rammed into each other with equal force. Full power now, Mabel ordered. Team Flare blasted Zygarde with everything they had. The force was too much for Zygarde. The Zygarde core cells fled and Zygarde turned back into Z2. End of the line, Z2, Mabel said. She grabbed the Pokemon and placed it into a glowing cage. Back in the woods, Bonnie scooped up Squishy into a big hug. She could tell when Squishy was sad. Everything will be okay, she told Squishy. I'm right here with you. Ah. Squishy and Bonnie would find Z2 and rescue it from Team Flare. But for now, Squishy was happy to have a best friend like Bonnie to keep it safe. The end.